my darlings, I hope you're all doing so well. Today's video is a little bit different from the normal favourites that I've done before. I realised that with everything going on, I actually hadn't done a January, February or even March favourites. So I thought rather than sit and do just a March favourites when I hadn't done the previous months, I thought, well, why not sit down and actually do what I enjoyed using over winter, over that season. Now that we're coming into spring, it's like we're starting a new season, so it's nice to talk about what I really enjoyed using throughout the winter months. Thankfully we didn't have as bad a winter as we normally have, so it wasn't as cold. We didn't have any snow, so there was no real extremities with the weather. But anyway, do you like my new mug? This was bought for me by my niece and nephew for my 30th birthday last week. So I have in front of me on my table all the bits and pieces that I've really enjoyed using over the winter. And so that we don't keep this video too long, I will actually just get stuck in and talk about them. So as you guys know, I am totally and utterly in love with Soap and Glory. So a couple of the things that I really loved using was my Rich and Foamous body wash. This has almond, oats and brown sugar in it, and this is actually, I think, my third bottle of this. Second. It lasts for ages, but it is so gorgeous. I don't think I could go to anything else. It's so moisturising and everything as well. And then we also have the wash your hands off it. This is a fruity fresh non-drying hand wash, so I love this as well. I'm not sure that this is the original one I got, although I'm not even sure that there is more than one. But anyway, so that is my body wash and my soap. The other products with Soap and Glory that I've really been loving is, you may remember just before Christmas I got some FaceTime kits, and they came with a translucent BB cream, a puffy eye attack and a smooch operator. They also came with cleansing cloths. They have ran out quite a while ago. I absolutely adored them. I loved them because of the texture. It was like you could almost exfoliate with them because of the texture of the cloth. It wasn't just a flat cloth that you were using. So I really love those. They are around £4 to buy if I remember correctly, so it's not something that I would purchase on a regular basis, but I did really enjoy using them. So I used these for absolutely ages. In fact, I think well, this, as you can see, there's hardly any left in this. And the puffy eye attack, there's hardly any left in this. So anyway, I think it was at the start of February I went into Boots and I was looking around, and I decided to go over and look at the Clinique counter. I hadn't been near Clinique because it always kind of freaked me out, but I'd always been really intrigued and wanting to try the products out. So I went over and I asked for their advice on what to get. So the girl actually said, well, if you've never purchased from us before, why don't you try the 3-step kit? So it comes with a liquid facial soap, and this is mild. Then you also get a clarifying lotion and a dramatically different moisturising lotion. So they are travel size. Now, it's travel size, but I use this basically every day, and there's still half this tube left. So I bought that, and the girl said, okay, so you get another item. Now, if you've watched my haul, you know this already. So I got the Take the Day Off makeup remover, and it is a mixture of oil and whatever. As you can see, it's separated, so you shake it up and then you use it. But I mean, I use this every time I'm taking off my makeup, and there is the tiniest amount out of this bottle. So I'm absolutely in love with this. So I got those 2 items, and then I got a whole kit of stuff free. But one of the items in that kit of freebies was their All About Eyes eye cream, and this reduces circles and puffs and things like that. And I've absolutely loved this. It is so nice. There was nothing. Generally, whenever I use a new product on my eyes, it does take a couple of days for it to actually stop stinging. It generally has a wee reaction at the start because my skin is so sensitive. Like the Soap and Glory stuff, it took a couple of days of me using it before it stopped actually stinging. this stuff straight away, no issues. And the facial soap, I did have people saying things like they found it was too strong, it dried their skin out, things like that. I actually haven't found any of that. Someone actually said to me as well that they found that their skin was much tighter after using the soap. Again, it's not something that I experienced. I know everybody's skin is different, but I absolutely love these products because they haven't been harsh on my skin, and I have to say that my skin, since even using between the Soap and Glory stuff and this, I found that my skin has just felt so much more youthful, more, almost as if it's more elasticity in it. Is that even the right word? I don't know. It just feels more plump and youthful and in much better condition. And in fact, I've actually had so many people comment on how good my skin looks, and the difference in my skin now to even 6 months ago is unbelievable. You know, it's not as dry in certain areas, it's not as oily in other areas, and sensitive, and you know, it's quite surprising how much things like that have changed in my skin. So before I get into like the makeup kind of stuff that I've been loving, I want to share with you a couple of hair care products that I've really been loving. I'm actually missing one of them, which is a heat protector, but this is the new Bristow's styling range. I have the leave-in detangler and the shine gloss booster, and then I have the heat protector as well. These were actually from the Pound Shop, and I have to say I'm so surprised at how good these products actually were. I mean, the difference, the shine that this does actually give is unbelievable. I mean, this, as soon as I wash my hair, I spray this in and then leave it for a wee bit, and then just use my brush to comb through any of the tangles. I have my detangling comb, but I find that this really helps a lot. There's no pain then getting through the tangles, although now I don't think I'm going to have as much of an issue. So that's it for all sort of the body products and stuff. Okay, so on to the makeup items that I've been loving over winter. So, a product that I kind of have to eat my words on is Benefit They're Real. I originally did a review on this saying that I actually didn't like it, but over the past couple of months I've really fallen in love with it, which is quite surprising. In fact, I've used it that much that it is basically starting to dry up now, and there's hardly any left in it. And because I thought I didn't like it, I actually gave, this is the original one I had, and whenever I got the Bronze of Champions, it came with one. I actually gave the new one to my mother-in-law. But then I was kind of trying to use up any products that I had before opening any other new mascaras or anything. And I tried using it again, and I really fell in love with it, and I've basically used this every single time. I think the only time I didn't use it was for my father-in-law's funeral, and that was literally only because I wanted something that was waterproof, and I'm not entirely sure that this is waterproof. So anyway, as I say, have to eat my words. I actually really love this product. Now, I don't think it makes me look as if I have, you know, nearly false eyelashes or anything, but they really do lengthen and almost get a curl. Now, I don't think I got as much on this side as I did on this side, but as I say, really love this product. So a couple of lip products that I've really been loving over winter. I'll talk about my two MAC products. One of them is Zen Rose, and this is a gorgeous, this is in their Sheen Supreme range. I'm not sure I like the packaging of the Sheen Supreme because it is so different than, I don't know, I'm doing this, it's not going to focus, but because it's so different than the rest of them, I just think it kind of, I don't know. You know, if they were all like this I would really like it, but most of them are like this, so I just don't see the point in this. Anyway, I have to say I really enjoyed this over winter. It is such a gorgeous bright fuchsia almost. So that is Zen Rose. And then the next product that I got from MAC at Christmas, these were my first two ever MAC products, by the way, guys. And this is a satin one, and this is Rebel. And I have done videos talking about these as well. So this is Rebel, As you can see, they're very, very similar, but Rebel is much deeper. But now, going with that, my other favourite lipstick of winter time is actually Sleek, and it is Smother. And the thing about that is, it is basically a dupe for, I can't even speak today. So it's basically a dupe for MAC's Rebel. It has a more creamy consistency. It actually has a better shine to it. But yeah, so these, I'm looking at these going, these are basically 3 shades of the same colour. That's ridiculous. These are my 3 favourite lipsticks of the winter. This is what I wore so much. And they're all practically the same. I like this one because it's much brighter, so I wore this more during the day, and these ones were more evening time ones. But I absolutely adore these lipsticks. So if you want to have similar to Rebel but you don't want to pay the £15, I highly recommend this, and I think it's only around £5 for this lipstick, and it's so dinky, and what I love about it is it lasts forever. There was one day I put this on and it was around 10 o'clock, and into the afternoon my lips were still stained with the colour. Gorgeous, really, really lovely. So I highly recommend Sleek lipsticks. Even if you don't like this colour, I definitely think you should check them out anyway. So that's the lipsticks then that I was loving. Foundations. Now I did do so many different reviews on foundations and trials and stuff. Still have some that are coming out. But I have two drugstore foundations. One is a much cheaper brand and the other one is not really expensive but a wee bit more expensive. So the more reasonable brand is Makeup Academy, and this is the Matte Perfect foundation, and I really, really enjoyed this foundation. I think it felt really light on my skin. It dulled down the shininess. It didn't take it away fully, but it didn't cake. It didn't, like some of the foundations that I tried from Makeup Academy just glided over my skin and just moved and slid and everything, and it just did not stay. But this was gorgeous, just blended in so easily and so lovely. I got it in the colour Natural, which was perfect for my skin. Sometimes I struggle with cheaper brands to get a good colour for my skin tone. But I highly recommend this. I think I got this for £2.50. It's normally £5, but it was on sale. So I got this really reasonably as well. I also have to say that I really like the primer to go with it. This is the Matte Perfect primer. These two products together were really, really lovely. I highly recommend if you're looking for something reasonable, you don't want to spend too much money, but you want something that's going to be matte, especially for coming into spring and summer when it is going to be warmer, your skin is going to be a wee bit more oily. This is a really good combination. Now, as I said, it didn't take the shininess away totally. I did have to powder it a wee bit, but it took away a lot. And for foundation and primer that, you know, is under a tenner for the two of them, this is a really, really good buy. So the next foundation then that I really, really enjoyed using for so long was my number 7 Stay Perfect. I went in and I got the test done, you know, on my face to see what shade I was, and it came out, I was Cool Vanilla. It was actually the second time I got that done. The first time, I can't remember what it was, but it was a lot darker than this here, so it must have been during the summer, but I didn't actually buy it. So this foundation was £14. I also got powder to go with it. This is the Perfect Light pressed powder, and I got mine in light, and this is what it looks like. It just comes with the normal wee sponge, but I don't actually use that. I just use a brush and just gently go over my T-zone and around my mouth area. So I really, really loved this foundation, and this is something that I was wearing all the time, apart from obviously whenever I was doing reviews and stuff and trialing new products. It's only been recently that I've started actually using something else. Oh, I'm actually staying, so we're down to about here, so you can see that I have actually used it quite a lot. So I hadn't really ever used number 7 before, and I know it is another product that is owned by Boots, but I have to say number 7, really, really gorgeous, gorgeous foundations. I haven't used their eyeshadows or anything. My sister does actually use their makeup. I think that's the only makeup she uses and she swears by it. So I will have to try out some more of their products. So as you know, I've been trying so many different primers, and I have some that I like that are bargain sort of brands, but the other one that I'm really in love with is Professional from Benefit. I absolutely adore this product. It just really smooths everything out all over your face before you even put your foundation on. So this is something, I think I got this sample in Birchbox, I think it was, and I just fell in love with it. I've actually just bought from my lovely friend Mandy. Hey Mandy, number 2 shout out. But anyway, I just recently bought off her the Primping with the Stars box set, and it comes with a Professional in it, so I'm really pleased about that. So I get another wee sample. So anyway, yeah, as I say, this really just smooths the appearance of your pores and everything. I've tried this on my mum as well, and she has really big pores, and this just smoothed everything out and helped the foundation just glide over. Absolutely gorgeous. So I highly recommend, if you are wanting to spend a wee bit more money, to try it this year. You can get samples all over the place. Try on eBay if you don't want to spend the money on getting it full price, getting it full size straight away. Because it is something that I always recommend, is trying a sample before you ever buy something that's more high end, because I have been burned with things like that before. Anyway, moving on. Next item that I've really loved is a highlighter. And it's something that I never really used that often, was a highlighter, and this is one by FM. As you know, I am a rep for FM, and this is their highlighter, and it is in Golden Jewel. And I have to say, just over winter, the tone that this just gave at the top, oh, just that golden sheen to your face is just so gorgeous, and especially for winter, I mean, it was just beautiful. Although summertime, again, a golden tone to your skin, absolutely beautiful. So again, that's what it looks like there. And I love this one because it actually comes with a mirror. A lot of FM products to keep down packaging costs and everything, so that they keep down the prices of their products, they don't have mirrors, but I do like that that one does. And with FM, I will stick with that and say I absolutely am in love with their automatic brow pencil. I absolutely love their eyebrow pencil. It makes my eyebrows just that wee bit more defined without being too dark or too in your face or anything. It is a real subtle tone. It's not too waxy. You don't get too much pigment straight away. Anyway, so I do highly recommend trying out that product as well. Last product actually within the FM stuff is this here. This is one of their recent additions, and this is what it looks like here. And you have 4 eyeshadows, a blusher and a lip gloss. Although it's quite pigmented for a lip gloss. I can't even think what the colour of this one is. But this is Sunshine. There's Sunshine and Moonlight, but I absolutely adore this, obviously because it's neutral colours. I mean, that is gorgeous just underneath your eyebrows, so that it really highlights under your eyebrows. And just here as well is really good place to use. Seriously, can you stay? But I even love the blusher. I just find their products are so pigmented. Not sure whether you see this because this camera doesn't actually focus. But the eyeshadows, these baked eyeshadows, are just so gorgeous and so pigmented and so blendable as well, which is something that I really like about a product. So these are, I do believe, $15.99. And they're so worth it. I just think they're so sleek looking. I mean, especially for you. How gorgeous is that? So classy looking. But yeah, this has been a love of mine for so long. Going with eyeshadows, my other palette that I absolutely loved over winter was this, although it probably will be pushed out the window now that I have 2 naked palettes. 3 if you include my basics, but this was something, as you can see, it is very well loved, and this is the Undressed by MUA, which I think is like £3. ridiculously inexpensive, and such good pigmentation of these products as well. So let's see, even this one here, you know, how good are they? I don't even know whether this is focusing enough for you to even see, but I absolutely adored these. I don't have the naked one, but I know people have said that this is basically a dupe for the naked one. What I love about the MUA eyeshadows is they're so creamy. I actually have, I think I have 4 of their palettes now. One of my lovely friends, Elle, she actually sent me one in a swap that we did, and it's the pastel colours, and see, for springtime is just so beautiful. I was using it for ages there. I was just constantly, every day, that's what I was putting on. Let's see what else we got. So one other item that I really loved, a wee bit more high end, is my Benefit Bronze of the Champions, and this, now not everything is still in this. So you have one of their cream eyeshadows in Bikini Teeny, you have a powder eyeshadow in Thanks a Latte, you have the Hoola bronzer, you have a highlighter, the What's Up highlighter, lip gloss, the Hoola lip gloss, and then their Real Benefit, their Real mascara as well. So I love this. I wore this every day for nearly 3 weeks, I think, just solid, over the winter. Just after I got it, I was just so obsessed, and then obviously been doing so many reviews, but I highly recommend, guys, check this out if you can get your hands on one of these. Absolutely fantastic. See, especially whenever it starts coming into summer, I will be using this a lot again as well. It is just so lovely. I love the highlighter in this as well. So the last 2 items that I've really been loving is my lip product, and that is my Balmy. And as you can see, this is very well loved. It's nearly gone. I do have a backup already. And also finally my Lush lip scrub. This is nearly done as well, but those are 2 products that I use at night time when I've taken off my makeup. I put my scrub on, and then I put a lip balm on. Always try and make sure that I have really moisturised lips, because they do dry and crack, and it's something that I'm so passionate about, is making sure your lips look good. Yes, Lynn, I'm talking to you. Anyway, guys, that is all my goodies that I'm in love with over winter. I actually feel a wee bit sad having to send them all away now, so that I can really get into all my spring colours. Although I'm wearing my Naked 3 palette and my MAC Patisserie lipstick today, and I'm loving the subtle colours and the springiness. So anyway, guys, pop a link down below if you've done a favourites for winter or even just March, and I'll go over and I'll check those out as well. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you all next time. Bye bye.